They say every organization has turning points, moments that define the future, and today, FaZe may have just made theirs. The benching of Hovey, FaZe Rain, Nygaard sent a shock through the Counter-Strike community. They're rocking hard times. The most loyal cornerstone of the team for nearly a decade, the person who started it all when FaZe was still Team Kingwin, unfortunately parts ways with the team. He is the player that stayed with the same team for the longest amount of time, 3,541 days, and not a single one more. Now, the title of this video might be a little bit over-exaggerated since FaZe, the organization, definitely made worse mistakes that they probably want to iron out. But in regards to the Counter-Strike roster, letting go of one of the most beloved players in the scene cut deep for all of us. I've never seen Brokey talk so much in an interview, and they even got frozen crying during the goodbye video on their YouTube channel, man. But what does this mean for the team? It's obvious that FaZe hasn't been putting up the results they should. They've been struggling for the bigger part of a year, and it seems clear that they're kind of at a loss for what to do. First, they bench Brokey, just to bring him back a couple months later. Then they buy a leash, to then bench him again to attract a young, promising rifler in Jacob. They then end up bringing Twists back, a player that during the glory days of FaZe lifted many trophies with them. And while trying to bring back a solid OG rifler in Twists, they get rid of the most solid OG rifler. It's true that Rain's stats haven't been incredible, but he's been consistent throughout the year and definitely didn't seem like the problem in the team. For the entire season, FaZe has been at least 2 roster moves away from a major winning team, and I'm not sure swapping Rain for Twists changes any of that, especially when there's one glaring issue haunting the team: Karrigan's firepower. On Rain's departing statement, he said he would be down to learn how to in-game lead. And since Karrigan hasn't posted up anything higher than a 0.80 rating on a good day, it seems like the prime opportunity to move Karrigan to coach and put Rain in the IGL role has been completely missed. Of course, you have to put respect on Karrigan's name. He's won it all, and is definitely in the top 3 best in-game leaders of all time. But he's not passing the eye test. Even just checking out their last 5 games, it's clear Unk doesn't have the firepower anymore, and even though I'm sure he's doing fantastic work leading the team and doing mid-round calls, he's clearly holding them back. And don't get me started on Neo, bro. I have no idea what kind of goods this man is delivering backstage, but the guy has zero aura. I guess getting Karrigan into the coach role and making Rain in-game leader was just too obvious for FaZe. So what now? There's definitely a big amount of pressure on Karrigan's shoulders. He's got a team with a good portion of firepower, but he has to bring them together just in time for the major. Because of their recent performances, they will probably be seeded in Stage 1, which on its own is going to be quite the challenge, seeing that worse teams already qualified in stages above them. This means they'll have to fight through all the stages to even have a chance of landing in the playoffs, and there is some fierce competition. Once again, at first glance, if you look at this team, it has a lot of firepower. But do they have enough when facing teams the likes of the Mongols or Falcons? They look average at best right now, and it's going to be Karrigan's duty to get these bunch of misfits to perform together as a team. There's no doubt we'll still see magic FaZe moments. Brokey clutches, Twists tapping heads, Frozen being the carry he's been for the last couple months, but it'll all feel slightly less extraordinary when the true magician of aims and clutches is watching from the bench.